On the road, danger often comes without warning. A single wrong move, a moment of fatigue, or a mechanical failure can turn an ordinary drive into chaos. In this video, we'll take you through real-life incidents that capture the harsh reality of driving. Sudden crashes, reckless decisions, and near misses that could happen to anyone. These moments serve as powerful reminders of how crucial it is to stay alert and drive responsibly. Let's hit the road. Number 1. Wrong-way encounter in Phoenix. In the first clip, Rachel drove along the highway outside Phoenix, Arizona, passing a bridge when something shocking appeared. A massive container truck speeding toward her in the wrong direction. Her heart pounded. The stretch was strictly one way. Likely the driver had taken a wrong turn. She quickly slowed down and moved aside, letting it pass. As it roared by, she checked her rear camera, eyes locked on what would happen next. Near the bridge, the truck suddenly swerved. With a violent jolt, it crashed through the grassy divider, flattening shrubs before forcing its way into the correct lane. Dust swirled as traffic resumed behind her. Rachel exhaled, shaken. A disaster had barely been avoided. A single wrong turn can endanger many. Quickly thinking may save you, but prevention is always better. Number 2, a close call in Seoul traffic. In the second clip, the streets of Seoul were alive with the hum of engines as Hannah cruised down the road. Traffic was steady, but something ahead made her grip the wheel tighter. Yes, a crash was about to happen. From a side road to her right, a black sedan darted forward, trying to slip into the main lane. But the driver misjudged the gap. A black car in Hannah's lane closed in fast. There was no escape. The front bumper of the moving car slammed into the rear of the merging sedan. The impact sent it into a brief, chaotic spin before it jolted into a stop. Hannah's heart pounded. She eased onto the pavement near the scene, shaken but unhurt. Merging isn't just about finding a space. It's about making sure others have time to react. Number 3. Red light recklessness in Bangkok. In the third clip, the traffic light was red at a busy Bangkok intersection as Arun sat in his car, tapping his fingers on the steering wheel. He glanced at the clock and said another minute lost. Out of nowhere, a white car in the next lane sped forward, ignoring the signal. Simultaneously, a gray sedan rushed in from the left, too fast to react. The sedan's front end slammed into the white car's side with a deafening crunch. The impact jolted the white car sideways, its tires screeching as it veered uncontrollably before coming to a halt. Arun's pulse quickened. A split-second lapse in judgment had created chaos. Patience isn't just about time, it's about foresight. Every decision on the road holds consequences. A few seconds can be the difference between life and disaster. Chiang Junction, a moment of misjudgment. In the fourth clip, Ravi waited at a 3-road junction in Chiang Mai, ready to turn left. A white car idled ahead, also waiting. From the right, a black car approached, but instead of slowing down, it cut the turn sharply into Ravi's road. At that moment, another black car from the left entered at a moderate speed. Metal crunched as the left side car slammed into the turning vehicle. Its front crumpled instantly, the hood buckling as the windshield cracked into a spiderweb of fractures. Smoke curled from the engine, hissing as fluids leaked onto the road. The force pushed the first black car sideways, its tires screeching before it lurched to stop. Ravi tensed. A reckless turn had turned an ordinary junction into chaos. A turn taken without care can steer lives into disaster. Number 5. A costly mistake on the streets of Jakarta. In the fifth clip, on the streets of Jakarta, Faisal checked the time as he was late for a critical job interview. This was his last chance after months of employment. His pulse raced as he pushed the accelerator. Up ahead, a black car signaled and began turning left to park, smoothly slowing down. Faisal spotted the gap on the right but was moving too fast to react. His car's front bumper slammed into the black car's left side, scraping deep gouges into the metal. The impact rocked both vehicles as a screech echoed through the street. The other driver stepped out, disbelief on his face. Faisal closed his eyes, knowing he'd just made things worse. No opportunity is worth reckless speed. A delay is fixable, but a life-altering mistake is not. Number 6. A dangerous turn on the roads of Nagoya. In the sixth clip, on a winding road in Nagoya, Japan, Daichi kept a steady pace, hands relaxed on the wheel. The curve ahead was gentle, nothing to worry about, until he spotted the black car in the opposite lane. It was moving too fast. As it hit the curve, the driver lost control. The car shot onto the pavement, tires screeching. Then, in a desperate attempt to regain balance, it swerved sharply back, straight into Daichi's lane. The black car's front slammed into Daichi's left bumper. Pieces of metal and glass flew as his car jolted sideways, tires skidding until he was forced onto the pavement. His heart pounded. All it took was one reckless driver. A turn is only as safe as the speed behind it. Push too hard, and control is the first thing lost. The slow-motion disaster. When brakes fail on Guangzhou's busy streets. In the seventh clip on the congested streets of Guangzhou, Wei rode patiently as traffic inched forward. Vehicles moved sluggishly, and on his right, a massive container truck rolled alongside him. Suddenly, something was wrong. The container truck's brakes failed. Instead of stopping, it kept rolling. Slow but unstoppable. Ahead, a mini-truck was directly in its path. With no way to avoid impact, the container bumped into the smaller truck, pushing it forward. Metal scraped against metal as both vehicles lurched ahead for several meters. The chaos ended when the container truck slammed into the median barrier, shaking the ground. Dust filled the air before revealing dented steel and shattered glass. Brake failures can happen anytime. Always keep a safe distance from large vehicles. They may not stop when you expect them to. Number 8. The Perils of Fatigue. A crash on Taipei's quiet roads. In the 8th clip, on an empty road in Taipei, Taiwan, Yuna drove steadily, enjoying the peaceful stretch. No traffic, no rush, just a smooth ride ahead. A violent jolt from behind sent shockwaves through her car. A white car had slammed into her rear bumper at high speed. Before she could react, it swerved past her, but something was wrong. The car tilted, its tires losing grip. With a sharp screech, it toppled onto its side, skidding several meters before coming to a stop. Yuna pulled over, her heart pounding. The cause? A drowsy driver, likely exhausted from an overnight shift, now trapped in the wreckage. Fatigue is just as dangerous as reckless driving. A tired mind can turn even an empty road into a crash site. These moments remind us that danger is always just around the corner when we're on the road. Whether it's a sudden mistake, a moment of fatigue, or mechanical failure, it only takes an instant for things to go wrong. Stay cautious and drive with care. If you learned something valuable today, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Have any thoughts or experiences to share? Drop a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. Stay safe out there.